Hey everybody, welcome back with us for another week. As always, my guest Jordan Lutz.
Business time, baby.
Business time.
Business time.
Yep. So interesting week this week. Ton of injuries. ton of injuries.
It's been really bad.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. I know.
Did you guys have bad injuries? Was. I know I did.
Yeah, leave comments below if you had a bad injury. I know personally, I think that one of the people that suffered the most from the injuries was probably Rodney, who lost AJ Green, RG3, and that other guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, the other guy. That's
the
gonna hurt
other
him real bad.
Um,
RG3. That's a blessing for the Redskins.
Yeah,
But
terrible for
Rodney.
Rodney.
Should have taken Ben Roethlisberger, I think. Why didn't he take Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah, he should have. He would have won this week if he did.
You left him to Slem.
That's a
Speaking of Slem, he's picking up all sorts of assholes from other people's teams. Slem, like Niall Davis.
He's a jerk.
Calais Campbell.
Yeah.
Did he get him? You fucker.
He got him. Now you think he's going to pick up Adrian Peterson?
He's just the type of butt do that.
He'd pick up Adrian
Did I
Peterson.
say butt? He would pick up Adrian Peterson.
Josh Gordon. He picked up Josh Gordon. That's
Josh Gordon.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Slimmer's going to have a whole bunch of people on his team that just has potential. It's going to suck, I hope.
Slimmer should rename his team to the longest yard. I don't know why, but... Because he's the bad guy. Josh
Because
Gordon
the bad
is
guys.
the law.
Yeah.
Against the law and the stuff he
And
does.
potentially Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he's next. Yes.
Who's next?
Peterson, Rice.
Ryan Matthews. That was the other person Rodney lost.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Lost. Yeah, injury.
And he didn't even get Donald Brown.
No.
No backup for Donald Brown.
No.
And Woodhead was already taken.
Yeah, I think Woodcheck picked up Donald Brown. And I had Woodhead. I drafted Woodhead.
Does Rodney need running?
You know what? I think Rodney might need running.
Rodney, if you need a running back, hit me up. I'm stocked and I can't play them all. Wide receiver. Or anybody that wants a running back, really. Asiata, Bernard Pierce is on the table. Just look at my list.
Yeah, as somebody that also has a bunch of running backs that is looking to possibly trade some of them, I'm going to cut out Jordan's part that he just said, and I'm going to say, hey, send me your trade offers.
All I've got to say is look at the highest-scoring team in the league and decide which running back you want.
But yeah.
Probably is.
Yeah. Speaking of running backs and injuries, though, you also have Doug Martin missed and Jamal Charles and
Martin, Charles.
Peterson was sat out.
Peterson was out.
Obviously.
Matthews.
Ryan Matthews. No Sean Marina. Yeah.
Not a big one.
Yeah.
Fuck, the season sucks.
Yeah, so many injuries. A bunch of scrubs.
Speaking of injuries, I am 0 for 2 scoring points in defensive linemen. And the first week... it was due to a masturbation error. But
flicking the beam.
Yeah. The second week, my defensive lineman broke his hand on the first play. So still, I've gotten no points for my defensive lineman, and I really think we got to get rid of that position. Next year, I don't know who's with me. Let's get rid of one defensive player. I think it's a defensive lineman.
Yeah, we're gonna think about it.
We can certainly think about it. But this year, my strategy has been to you just got to say fuck it, because you could have a perfect good player who does nothing.
For defensive linemen.
Just for defensive linemen. That's what. Just for DLs.
Yeah.
Not dick lips.
Funny story though. On Sunday, I was watching the game, watching all of the games, and RG3 goes down, and I send a message to Rodney. I was like, "Hey, Rodney. It's bad news. RG3 went down. It's going to be a tough week for you.
Hope you handcuffed him.
Yeah.
That's actually a legit quarterback handcuff. Too.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins. But then, literally 3 minutes later, it pops up AJ Green hurt. I was like, oh god. So I sent Rodney another text. I was like, there goes AJ Green. And I sent him one. I go, but you may still hang on and win because Sammy Watkins is having a great game. 5 minutes later, it cuts to the Buffalo Bills game. Sammy Watkins is limping off the field, holding his stomach. He's hurting. He's got pain in his ribs, and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't look good for Sammy Watkins. He's got a rib injury he's been dealing with." And I was like, "Oh, this is terrible." Luckily, Watkins stayed in the game and had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
But it just, I just was waiting one after the other. So then, whenever Watkins was healthy, I was like, "Oh, at least broke the string of injuries."
Yeah.
And then Ryan Matthews getting injured later. Was it Sunday night game?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
what an idiot.
yeah. Just
Why would you draft people that get hurt?
Just one bad thing after another. So injuries were bad, and because of the bad injuries, it's led to some really, really low scoring. For the second week in a row, we had 10 or more teams miss their projections, which never happens. Usually, with the exception of the stud running backs, Yahoo kind of skews on the lower end of projected scoring.
Mm-hmm.
So it tends to make it so most teams score over projected, but it's just been a brutal year so far.
Yeah, it's been really, 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 really tough. The cool thing is you get to pick up players that normally never get a chance to play.
Yeah.
And some of these studs are people that have a lot of talent that don't necessarily get to see the field all the time because you got guys like Doug Martin ahead of them. You're getting to see Bobby Rainey, who, if you play fantasy football, you know that he can score for you.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see him get a chance, and it's. Yeah, in that respect, it's fun. On the other respect, I had a guy say he's going to drop out of my league because he has Adrian Peterson and Ray Rice.
No, he just had Adrian Peterson.
Just Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, he just made
That's
a comment about
even
Ray
worse.
Rice. Yeah.
See,
it's
I understand the frustration, but don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Don't be. This is all about fun. Like if you take yourself too seriously, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah. You're gonna be like Tim Mizak and Josh Wojcik fighting on the Facebooks.
You bunch of babies. My God. Yeah. I hope you guys are just joking.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are joking.
Yeah, and if you're not joking, I just want to point out that you guys are 1/2 a point apart in scoring, and you guys are the 2 lowest scoring teams in the league.
If anything, you guys should be like best buds.
Yeah, you guys got to stick together because combined, if you put both of your teams together, you would probably struggle to win this league this year.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean, I know Wojcik won last year, kind of got lucky making a literal last second switch with Steven Jackson for Doug Martin.
It's a good call.
Yeah,
it's a good call. Worked out well.
Yep, he sent me a message at 1:00 on Sunday and asked if the change went through because he just made it and it gave him an error and he was afraid that Steven Jackson wasn't going to get put in which Steven Jackson was put in, scored 11 points in comparison to Doug Martin's 0, and he won by 6.5, 7 points, something like that.
That's
so
awesome.
Made the difference. You were that close from being in 15th place, Wojcik. I just want to point that out.
So that's the switch of the week.
Switch
of the week.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah. So what about some good stuff? Like who surprised this week? Who did good this week?
Oh man. Me personally, I have to say Delaney Walker.
Oh,
just because he had. Well, I'm going to say Delaney Walker and Antonio Gates. Between the two of them, both of them projected to score relatively low this week, and both of them had monstrous games.
Yeah.
Both tight ends. Not expected to do too much last week, and scored, over 50 each of them, I think? Or something close to that.
If Gates didn't have 50, he was damn close.
Yeah, wow. He definitely played a large role in Angie beating me last week.
Way to go, Angie.
Yeah.
So, there's a funny statistic about that,
yeah.
I think.
So Angie won last week. That brings Angie's total win-loss record to 3-14 or 3-12 or something around there. She has 3 total wins in 2 seasons. This being her second season. 2 of those 3 wins are against me. Yeah, so Angie's got...
She's taking down the commish.
Yeah, she's got 2 wins against me.
She should change her name to Enemy of the State. You're in the state.
You're damn right. Yeah, pain in the ass. I don't know, but, I started 1-3 last year, including a loss to Angie early on. Turned it around, ended up with, the 3rd best record in the regular season. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
My surprise of the week is another tight end. Imagine that.
3
3 tight end surprises. Niles Paul. And I only say that because he's on my team, and I don't care about the rest of your teams. But Jordan Reed is out. Niles Paul is in. He's a converted wideout. So I was like, well, I'll give him a shot since Jordan fucking Cameron is injured. Speaking of injuries. Ended up having a really, really good game. Got really, really lucky. I was incredibly surprised at how well he came through. And incredibly happy isn't the right word, but again, I'm fortunate that a player got hurt doing his job.
Yeah.
In RG3 I'm talking about here. And Kirk Cousins is able to come in, has a little bit more rapport, probably a little bit more comfort level thrown to the tight ends instead of down the field, and he's just a solid quarterback. So that was my surprise of the week. Another tight end. Imagine that.
Enough of this positive stuff. I'm 0-2. I'm angry. I'm upset.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
Whoever played Justin, fuck you guys.
Yeah, let's move on to something a little more negative. Let's talk about the bean flickers of the week.
The bean flickers. Flicking my bean. It's a pussy. So
bean flicker of the week kind of created last week with Jordan being upset with Calais Campbell, how he didn't score anything. Said he was probably out there flicking his bean. So this is going to be, the award given to the player projected to score a lot and actually didn't come through whatsoever.
No.
There's an awful little.
Another masturbatory. You want me to talk while you're gone?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I think it's Dylan.
It's probably Dylan.
I'm going to edit it anyway.
No, it's not Dylan.
The cat. Got a shotgun dick. Dylan! Making a video, man. You want to join?
No.
Come on. Want a shocker?
What a shocker.
Dude, don't drop out of the league.
I'm not.
Okay.
So, bean flickers of the week.
Bean flickers of the week.
Flicking the beans.
I don't think I had any bean flickers on my team this week, except for maybe Gerald McCoy. Flicked his bean a little bit too hard, broke his fucking hand.
Yeah.
Might even been before the game started. I don't know.
It was pretty terrible.
Keep shit under control. That's something you can do in the privacy of your own home. I understand, don't want to be a voyeur, but
And don't
I need
be
to
so
win
vigorous.
fantasy, motherfucker.
Don't be so vigorous about it.
Right.
No, I think the bean flickers of the week, you definitely got to look at Torrey Smith.
Torrey Smith, such a disappointment.
Yeah,
this
only
year.
3 points. He's been terrible so far this season. You got to look at Marquise Colston, shut down by the Browns.
The Browns of all people.
Browns shut down Marquise Colston.
Did they put Joe Hayden on him?
Probably.
Good call.
Hayden's good. You're looking at Chris Johnson. Probably proven what he's going to end up being in New York. Kind of a boom and bust kind of guy.
Makes that ivory pick all the nicer.
Yep. Some bean flickers. They just too busy flicking the bean instead of playing football.
Yeah.
It really sucks for all of us.
Play the ball,
Yeah.
not the bean.
So then, I guess the final thing we want to talk about, again, is the team that we hate this week.
Teams that we hate.
Teams that we hate. I know personally the team I hate this week more than anybody is Angry Pirates.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
right.
you.
That's right, Zom.
Yeah.
Calling you out.
You should be the happy Pirates, by the way.
Yeah. You're the lucky.
Asshole.
You're the lucky Pirates.
What a shit.
You're the 3rd highest scoring team in your division. Yet you're leading your division. Two lucky wins. You barely scored over 200 points this week, and you won. Nobody should win if you score less than 230, 240.
Right.
That's you also, Josh Wojcik, who scored under 230. So yeah, absolutely. Zum by far the team I hate this week. He's in 4th place overall because he's leading this division. Yet he's got like the 10th or 11th highest scoring team. It's pretty bad.
And that's a good division too.
Yeah, with the exception of Zum.
With the exception of Zum, because Dylan's team is one of the highest scoring. No,
He
Dylan's team
is
is the highest scoring
highest
team
scoring
in the league, 3rd place in his division.
Yeah.
Um,
It's pretty bad. And the Illegals, who
The Illegals.
all he does is win, except for last week when he
Despite the
lost.
fact he has no running backs. How does he win with no running backs?
I don't know. He's been against the grain the whole time he's been in the league. I don't care much for him. I tell you that much.
Yeah, I won't go so far as to say he's the team I hate this week,
Yeah.
but I definitely, I could use some of that luck, you know? Nah, I have plenty of luck. The team I hate this week is Dylan's team. Because I don't really have a good team to hate, and Dylan's team has a half a point more than I do. So, if he would have... making him the highest scoring team in the league, and had he beat that Zum fucker, he'd be the number 1 team.
You realize, Jordan, that if you had a defensive lineman record at least 1 point this entire season, you'd be the highest scoring team in the league.
That's why I think we should get rid of him. Just cut him right out.
Yeah,
Just get him out.
That's the team you hate this week, defensive lineman.
Yeah, defensive lineman,
Just
DLs.
defensive lineman.
You can change my team name just for DLs.
Just for DLs.
They all flicking their bean.
You're flicking the beans. So, I believe that wraps it up. That's our show this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Something to look forward to. An incredible matchup this week between the 2 worst teams in the league.
Oh, the Toilet Bowl!
The Toilet Bowl. The rivalry that is being created between Josh Wojcik and Tim Mizak. I know Tim has rubbed some people the wrong way with fumbles, maybe some new people. I just want to let you guys know that that's kind of just a joke type thing, so not to take it personally. Something we've always looked at and found really funny over the years whenever Tim gets angry and just rants and stuff.
Anger's funny.
Yeah.
If you're angry, we'll laugh at you.
Uncontrollable ranting. It seems like Wojcik is trying his bit at talking some trash.
He's slinging some trash.
He's slinging some trash. So, we got the 2 biggest trash talkers going up against each other this week. If nothing else, I'm sure Fumbles is going to be extremely entertaining after this week, win or lose.
Fumbles is always entertaining. This week it has something special.
Oh, yeah. All right, I believe that's our show. Anything you want to leave us with, Jordan, before we go?
Yeah, I really think we ought to get rid of that defensive lineman position.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have much. Best of luck to all the teams this week. The good thing is there's nobody left to get injured. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Michael Floyd should have been a bean flicker too. They put Drew Stanton in there and he throws all past Larry Fitzgerald.
It's true.
And he did not have a good game.
So, anyway. Maybe if there's enough injuries, Josh Wojcik, I know you're training down there in Florida. Maybe there's a spot on a team for you.
Yep. Your number's about to be called.
Yep.
Could happen.
It's going to be crazy. The crazier things have happened. So, Tim Mizak's won the championship twice.
Didn't Slim want to be a punter?
Slim is a punter.